Alright, this is Alan McNabb with Image Building Web Design. We're going to go through a tutorial now with the Joomla website. We're going to add a sermon, and this sermon goes into a category that's already set up on the website. So this is the easiest sermon to add because we don't have to go through adding the category, adding the menu, turning on the categories so that they appear with latest articles and things like that. So this is very easy. Add a sermon. The category's already set up. So let's go through this. We're showing the Caps Road congregation how to do that, and you may be watching another congregation and have a similar application. Let's just look at their website here for a second. We go to the sermons, and we've got the sermon menu. These are the categories. We've got two categories already, priorities and Jesus. We'll have a list here. They've only got two sermons so far, a list of the latest sermons, and that list will appear here. All right, so we have a sermon to add to the Jesus category. Right now there's only one category, and we are going to add another one. So we go to the back end. Let me log out so I can show you from the very beginning. Just go to your website URL/administrator. Your website URL/administrator. This is capsroad.org/administrator. Then log in with your username, your Joomla username, and your password. All right, very good. Now we have already uploaded the audio files using FileZilla. And so if you haven't watched that tutorial, you need to do that first. We've already done that. So the audio file and the PDF file are waiting. They are waiting for us, and they're already on the server. So that's already been done. So we're going to go to Content, Article Manager. We're going to go to Select Category. And we see here are the categories. There's articles. Under articles, there's truth and church. Under sermons, there's Jesus and priority. So we're going to add a new sermon that's in the sermon Jesus category. So we just click that. Now remember, I showed you there's one article already there. Here it is. So what we're going to do is use this as a template. I'm just going to click this. Now this is going to be the most important part. If you mess this up, it's going to delete this current one. So make sure you don't mess this up. And if you do a few times, you just have to go and put the other one in there, back in there the way it was, and believe me, you will learn not to do that. But you save so much time doing this, easiest way to do it. So we've pulled up by his stripes. We're going to click Save as Copy. And that will just save a copy for us. You can see it's a copy because it's got a 2 at the end of it now. So I'm just going to take and I'm going to delete the title completely and the alias completely. All right, now let's look at this new sermon, and I'm looking at notes that were sent to me, and this is called The Joy of Salvation. The Joy of Salvation. And just put in that title. You leave the alias blank. That will be put in automatically. Alright, so now we need to change the title down here. The Joy of Salvation. And you notice that if you ever need to put this code in again, this is an H1 code. This is how you change that. H1, header 1. You can change it to a paragraph code, to a H1 code, to a H2 code, H3 code, whatever it is, it's H1 on this top line. If that ever messes up, just go up there, click H1, and there it will be. For this application, we have the name of the person doing the lesson, and that's on the next line, and that stays the same. And this is, see at the side here, and I'll show you how to turn on and off these codes. It's right here as a control. Turn them on, you see what the codes are. Turn them off, you don't see what the codes are. I just go on and turn mine on. So top line is H1, bottom line is an H4. You see it right here. Now these are the links we've created with little icons to listen, to download the MP3, and to download the sermon outline. Now of course we use this with a different sermon, so we need to go and change these. So we just click on the word listen. You see the little link icon, which is standard with whatever you're using, even your email. Click on the link icon. And now we're going to go and find this sermon. So here beside where the URL goes, we just click Browse. All right, and so here we are, Sermons. We're in the Jesus category. We see the Joy of Salvation.mp3. Click that and click Insert. This will open in a new window. You can change this, but that's how you do that. And the title is The Joy of Salvation. And that is our title connected with that link. All right, very good. And we're going to click Update right there. Okay, now download MP3. We're going to change this link. We go to the link. Again, we click over to Browse. We're Sermons, Jesus, Joy of Salvation MP3, because it's just a download of the MP3. Click Insert. And again, new window there. And the Joy of Salvation. That's the name of that. Update that. All right, now we've got the sermon outline. We're going to click Link again. We're going to click Browse. We've got Sermons, Jesus, and now the Joy of Salvation PDF. Insert. This opens in a new window, and the title, The Joy of Salvation. And we click Update. Now here we need just a little bit of text just to tell people what this is about. And here I have just a few notes that were given to me here. And I'm just going to replace this text. And it says, the joy of salvation in Christ. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. And this was in quotations. Just delete the rest of that. I'll just put this whole thing in quotations here. Let's see what else was given here. That's really, that's it. And they can go here and, excuse me, make any changes they want to with that. Okay, so now we go here to the description and the keywords. And we want to put a description here with this, and this will be what the search engines pick up. I'll put the joy of salvation. And I'm just going to copy this down here. Oops, hang on one second. Copy. Got to use the keyboard shortcut for copy, Control C, which is typical with all your word processing programs. And then I got to paste this here. You can do right click paste, or you can just do shift insert, and that'll insert it right in there. For the description, I'm going to take the quotations out of there so it doesn't mess that up with the metadata. And for keywords, I'm just going to copy all of that. I'm going to right click paste that all there. I'm just going to pick out the keywords. Joy, comma, salvation, comma, Christ, and victory, and defeat. All right, I'm going to save and close that. Okay, this website is running the cache, so I'm going to clear the cache with the website. So I go to Site, Maintenance, Clear Cache. Click the top box, which clicks all the boxes below it. Click Delete. Go to the web browser, and now I've got to clear the cache with a web browser. Control-Shift-Delete opens up the clear cache, and just say clear the browsing cache. Close that. Now reload. All right, very good. So now let's check it. When we always want to check our work because we do make mistakes. The joy of salvation. I click that, and it will take us to the page. Click the listen.
You're following along in your own.
All right. Click the download MP3, which will really just do the same thing. Just bring it back up, but it lets people know they can listen or they can download it. And click Sermon Outline, and that will bring up the PDF. Okay, very good. And priorities, Jesus, sermons, and there is our latest sermon right there. Okay, so that's how we add a sermon when it's going with an existing category. And basically all we have to do is go to another sermon that's in the same category, pull that up, make a copy of it. Now, remember to do that or you'll delete your original. Make a copy of it and then just make all the changes you need to make for this current sermon. All right, there we go, and appreciate you being with us. We'll catch you again very soon.